Welcome to Loving Energy Recharge, your daily oracle card reading for January the 6th. We are still using the beautiful Angels and Ancestor oracle cards. These are by Kyle Gray. And today we have the overall energy coming to us in protection of Shapeshifter. Now, a few days ago, this card came to us as the soul's message, and today it is stepping forward again in that overall energy, meaning it is the theme for what is happening today energetically. Today meaning the day that you listen to this recording. So Shapeshifter is that awareness, that transformation, and your gifts are an eternal experience. It is something that lies within you. It is not reaching out to the external world. It is not looking for another to validate or to tell you what to do. True transformation can only be achieved when we do the work in order to change. And change is an ongoing process. Look at the lifestyle of a tree, the life cycle of a tree. The tree starts as a little seedling from the ground. Every year it has a journey. Every season it goes through a process of putting the energy into creating new leaves. It reaches a fullness. Then those leaves start to decay. They fall off, they come back to the ground, they are absorbed by the ground, they are transformed into nutrients, feeding the roots of that tree, and then being brought up again into new creation. Now, of course, that is not true for all types of trees, but it is there to give you a visual understanding that change is a constant, ongoing, daily occurrence. Whether we are open to change or not, we cannot prevent it. It is always in motion. So when you don't allow yourself the time to go through the natural process of change, you're going to feel that as a disconnect and a frustration and feeling the sense of, I'm just lost. Now, to come back into yourself, to be found again, means you need to get clear of why you are lost and what you need to do to transform yourself to feel more supported in the world of today, of the person you are today. Not the version of you that you're trying to hold on to that has already gone through its season. It is already transformed, and now it is just a shadow aspect of what once was and no longer of what is. So we jump into the soul's message for today, and we have warrior. This is coming to us in its fullness, right side up, wearing a lot of blacks, having a lot of symbolic images around the mouth area, the nose, the eyes. It is really about silencing the voice, the external voice. If you can look into context for a moment, the journey through COVID. COVID had us putting on the masks. It placed a lot of us in a feeling of suppression, a feeling of depletion, a feeling of separation, a feeling of being lost. But when you take a look at it from a higher perspective, and you can perhaps take a look at that mask as being an opportunity to silence your voice in order to open the eyes and to really look out into the world and to have to look at others, to read into a different type of vibration, to understand what you are sensing and feeling instead of what it is you are hearing, to tune into the inner guidance, to pick up on energies that you may have forgotten that you had because the world was so full of chatter. There are always opportunities to look at the challenges in life, the hard times in life, and see the wisdom in the experience. It is no different than going to school, learning a new subject, and having to study to write the test. Earth is our school. Earth is our ability to become better versions of ourselves. Not to change or fix anyone else. We're not God. We don't have that power. You are here to learn about you. You are here to understand what you like and what you dislike, what is fair, what is unfair, and what can you do for yourself as that warrior to bring things in balance for you, to stay strong, to stay fearless, to know that even though I met with challenges, I can trust in my journey. I can trust in the energies, the support around me, and I can be strong enough to get through this phase, this cycle, this moment. I can take this as an opportunity to learn and to nurture myself and to get really strong on my values, on my identity, on my personal belief systems, on my healing journey, on my awareness of other people and how they interact, and looking out into the world to see and find the beauty that still exists as we are going through this change, this cycle, this period of time. So we flow into the action step and we're given the power of 2. The first one we get is the snake coming to us in protection, and it says shed old skin. This is the letting go, allowing yourself the time to get rid of those old layers that are no longer serving you. The snake is the sign of the healer. If you take a look at any medical journals, doctors, they have the snake as part of the medical symbol. It is symbolic in the fact that the snake can come out of its skin and leave a part of it behind that it no longer needs for the journey ahead. And then we have beside that the druid coming to us in protection, and it says hold the space. Sometimes the best action is no action. Sometimes it is understanding that things are difficult right now. And the best thing that you can do is hold the space within yourself to find your balance, to get clear on your needs, to remind yourself that I'm going to be okay, to do those things that are going to support you, encourage you, help you to stay strong, to know that your beliefs may be challenged right now in a world that is trying to push you in a direction that you know is not right for you, but you're powerless to fight against the system. Well, holding that space and shedding the skin is having that clarity inside of you that says you are right. You are right in your feelings. Now, you don't have to justify that out to the world. You don't have to scream it out to the world. You don't have to get anybody else to agree with you. You need to agree with you. You need to be the partnership of your journey. You need to be the warrior of yourself. You need to acknowledge that your convictions are right for you. And then settle into the peace of that. Let go of the old skin where you have to try to convince everybody else of your way. Why does it matter? We all have our own journey. We all have our own conditioning. We all have our own experience. Why put so much energy into trying to convince another when you already know you're right? If you've already made your decision and you already know the answer for yourself, can you not find peace in that journey? Can you not let everything else go and come into you and be that druid where you are at peace in the balance of just knowing for yourself that that is enough? And then using that energy that you would have spent trying to force another to agree with you, and let that energy just wait and harvest and be ready to be born of service when the time is right and the opportunity presents itself to be a voice of change. Let yourself go with the changing times. Let yourself step into the version of who you are today. Let yourself be your healer, your guide, your intuition, your warrior for you. We are sending you all much, much love.